Hello, Jason here. In this video, we're going to talk about campaigns and kind of the pros and cons of this method of sending emails. So campaigns and automations are the two primary methods of sending emails in ActiveCampaign, and we're going to focus on campaigns in this video. So campaigns are also known as broadcasts, or they may even called newsletters, and other email service providers like MailChimp, etc. And it's basically an email that you're going to write right now, or maybe you scheduled a week out, that's relevant to conditions and situations in your business today. So it's not evergreen. It's not something you're going to write that's going to be relevant in a year, etc. That's what you use automations for. But I use this campaign function 2 to 3 times a month, send out kind of a newsletter to my list, and it's really what it's best used for. Now, there are some advantages to campaigns. There are some special features that I'll show you that make it really interesting. So here's your first screen, and we saw this briefly in a previous video, but we're going to dig in a little bit deeper. As you see at the top, it's going to show you kind of the 5 steps to putting together a campaign. So it defaults with this regular campaign type. I typically, and this is just whatever works for you, I typically put a date, and I don't know why I do this. I put my initials because once upon a time, somebody else on my team was writing newsletters as well. I just did that out of habit so that when I glance at the kind of the stats of past campaigns, I can find what I'm looking for by date pretty easily. So you've got this standard campaign type is what defaults. Pretty much 100% of my campaigns are standard. Now here's what's kind of weird to me and always has been about this menu. The automated is obviously stuff you can do in automations, right? The autoresponder, you can set up with an automation. Split testing, you can do with campaigns. I do like split testing and automations better, but you can do it. Now, an RSS feed is something that you would set up through campaigns, and that's basically if you're a person that still blogs and you think your list wants an update every time you post a new blog, RSS trigger does have value. This year we stopped doing a blog personally, and I know I'm getting a bit off a track here, but when we looked at the 435 blogs we had ever done, well, we don't remember ever booking a call from that activity. So, one thing with marketing, sometimes you got to stop doing what's not doing anything for you. So, is there value? There is for you if you want your list, or you think your list cares about your blog. And then the date-based, again, this is stuff you could trigger with automations as well. So, in my opinion, the biggest value is going to be just the standard, okay? The next screen of a campaign, you are going to pick one or more lists, all right? And you can segment, as we've showed you, as I've showed you in previous videos as well. And then here you get to pick, pick whatever design you're working with. You're probably going to have email designer as the main option. This account has some classic designs as well, which no longer exist in newer accounts. The newer accounts only have this newer style email designer. And I don't really see a world that the text only is a good choice anymore. At least throw up a logo and a signature, right? In custom HTML, it's an option, but unless you got a coder and you're real specific on your design stuff, I don't see that used often at all. Probably less than 0.5% of my clients use the custom HTML options. Very uncommon. So we will pick an example here, and I'll tell you in this template. This is a template that I use exclusively with campaigns, right? I don't use this in automations, and I'll show you why. I'm a believer that the campaign is relevant to the here and now for a variety of reasons. It's simply branded. I think the real power of the campaign isn't so much the content. I think it's the touch point. And here's why. At the bottom of our newsletters that we send to these campaigns, we include what we call a passive customer journey footer. And what it is, it's a roadmap, how people can do lower commitment stuff, and it gets higher as they go down. And they can engage with us and go down it, and we don't even have to talk about it here. So if you don't like selling, if you hate calls to action, it's going to be great for you. Even if you like calls to action, this would be great for you as well. So this is great for campaign. All right, the next page is the summary. You're going to tweak your subject lines, changing of your options you want to. You can schedule it in the future if you want to. Send yourself a test, all that good stuff. And then once you send, the neat thing about campaigns is you can wait. 2 days after you send the campaign, and I don't have it available here. But if you click the drop down after it's been sent, so it can't be in draft status, there is actually a resend option. Let me show you here real quick. All right, here we are on my account. Let me show you this resend option. So here's my last newsletter I sent 2 days ago. And if I come over here, so for one, you can view the report for that specific email. Opens, Apple Privacy, and clicks. Apple Privacy opens can be triggered by the privacy features within Apple phones and products. So if you want to see the raw open rate, you want to uncheck this. You get your raw open rate, clicks, etc. You can see, who's doing what. The campaign gives you a nice, simple view for this kind of stuff. But if we go back to the main campaign list here, there's a nice feature here, and it is called resend options. Okay. Not only can you save as a template and do some basic stuff, but the resend options are great. And you can see the different options. So what I will do most of the time is I'll wait 2 days after I send a campaign, then I'll send again to contacts who have not opened or read it. So I'm literally resending the same email again to those people. And I've never had somebody question it, but it does give you a noticeable bump in open rate. So if you look at the sent to, you look at the total opens between the first and second send divided into your sent to, you get your open rate, and you'll definitely see it go up. So that is a nice little tip with campaigns. Do I think the newsletters should be sent in campaigns and not automated? Yeah, I like that approach. I do see the value. Some people have got extended education type campaigns that they'll run as well. So, yeah, there's different styles you can take, but I think campaigns have good value for that. The newsletters are nice. If you're announcing something new in your business and it's like, hey, we've got this new course coming out, in 3 days, you can use a campaign. You can send another one later. So for like the simpler stuff, it's a good tool to use. Now, some people I see don't use them at all. They just use automations. It's not my style, but you can do it if you want to. Okay. Hope this gives you something to think about when you are considering what are the pros and cons of using this campaign option. And let me just look under this sub-menu real quick. This is also where you'll manage your templates. There is a thing called message variables we're not going to really dig into in this course too much as well. Then here's your applicable reports. So, I don't know. I'm a fan. Hopefully it makes sense for you as well. Do not be one of those people that sends your campaigns or your broadcasts out of a different email service provider and then you use ActiveCampaign for your automations. Just doesn't make any sense. Do it all in one place. All right, hope this helps you. See you in the next video.